This is Kenneth, SBM Boxing. For request, subscribe. Let's speak boxing. What are we going to speak about? We're going to speak about Floyd Mayweather Jr. taking on Andre Berto. Yes, I can't even justify that fight. I'm shocked I'm even saying this fight. But it's been announced. It's all over social media. It's definitely all over TMZ. Was the first people to come out with it. But yes, it's official. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is taking on Andre Berto. Like I said, I cannot justify that fight. We're talking about Floyd Mayweather Jr., the baddest dude in boxing, the cash cow. The name of Floyd Mayweather Jr. is money. The guy who's been, and I won't say ducking, he's basically postponing a lot of fights and overlooking a lot of fights. Why? Because money's not on the table. There's got to be some justification. There got to be some clear transparency when it comes to fighting Floyd Mayweather Jr. It has to be worth his time because that's what his name is. It's Floyd Money Mayweather. You know, Mayweather didn't fight Manny Pacquiao. Why? Because the money wasn't right and there wasn't an agreement as far as who's the A side, who's the B side, and Money wanted a bigger cut of the pie, of the purse. Finally, 100 years and years later, Manny Pacquiao, we can justify that fight. We can settle on a deal. Why? Because it's over $100 million. Mayweather's the A side taking the larger cut, and that fight was able to happen. Amir Khan got overlooked. Why? Because Amir Khan's not a big name fight. He doesn't have a backing supposedly coming out of the mouth of Floyd Mayweather Jr. And he needs to make a name for himself. And right now he's not big enough, which is some fucking bullshit. But whatever, even though he has the UK backing him up. But whatever, But he's fought the best of the best. I completely agree. He's definitely fought the best of the best because the money was right. It was marketable. And the position of the fighter at the time was a world champion. And they were in the top three. He did fight Canelo Alvarez. He fought Manny Pacquiao. He fought Marcus Maidana. It was definitely marketable, and Marcus Maidana had a slight backing to it. He's fought Victor Ortiz at a right time, when Victor Ortiz did beat Andre Berto. He fought Robert the Ghost Guerrero when Robert the Ghost Guerrero did beat Andre Berto. He did fight Ricky Hatton when Ricky Hatton was undefeated. He fought Oscar De La Hoya, which that's when his career changed as far as being the cash cow. He fought Marcus Maidana twice, which I already said, but he fought Sugar Shane Mosley. That was a marketable fight. Sugar Shane Mosley was the champ. He fucking knocked out Margarito, fucked Margarito up, and Mosley came into the ring and just basically called him out. That was a hyped up fight. That's a fight that we've been waiting on for years. But that was a marketable fight. But as far as the history books and going down as pound for pound king, Mr. TBE status cannot be justified, especially if you're fucking fighting Andre Berto. And don't give me that bullshit that you're giving it back to the people and you're not going to put it on pay-per-view because you've never gave a shit about the people. You've always went on quote-unquote sitting there saying, you know what, at the end of the day, I'm not going to agree with the fans because at the end of the day, it's about my health, it's about my family, it's about me. Because after above and beyond boxing, you got, and that was to justify the money aspect of it. Okay? But now you're going to give back to the people? That shit doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense, especially your Money Mayweather. You're playing it safe. You're playing it safe. Now, this whole shit about Andre Berto over a girl, I don't buy that bullshit. I don't buy it. I'm shocked by it, and I know George the Boxing Genius is giving me shit about it. He's going to give me shit about it, and he's been giving me shit about Floyd Mayweather Jr. because I've been backing his ass up for God knows how long. I can't justify why you're going to fight Andre Berto, but it's okay. Who am I? Doesn't matter. I'm just a boxing fan. But it's a clear indication that you can take the fucking TBE and take it away. Because TBE, come on, man, you can't be the best ever in fighting, going out with a bang, and not even a bang. You're going out with a bloop. That's what you're going out with, man. Andre Berto is not going out with a bang. Andre Berto is not. You can't justify that. He's not marketable. He doesn't have a backing. He doesn't have any ranking status. He fought a fucking bum that came up after a three-streak loss. He's lost to Victor Ortiz. He's lost to Robert the Ghost Guerrero. He got his ass whipped by Soto Carras. He looked like a fucking bum against Soto Carras. But you can't justify that. I said it. He's not going to fight Amir Khan. I said it. He's not going to fight Erislandy Lara. If he fights Erislandy Lara, if he fights Amir Khan, Floyd Mayweather Jr., stylistically, you're going to get your ass whooped. But it's okay. But it is what it is. I'm going to watch the fight. I'm a big Mayweather fan. I'm a big boxing fan. And who's not going to watch that fight? I could sit here and vent all day, but I'm going to go ahead and watch that fight. But don't be mistaken, I've been watching boxing for a long, long time. been watching boxing for a long time. You know, SBM Boxing, a big family-oriented channel. Die-hard boxing fans. That's all we do is watch boxing. But I know with experience and stuff like that through the years, history has the tendency of repeating itself. What do I mean by that? History has a tendency of repeating itself when it comes to boxing, and you boxing fans know exactly what I'm talking about. That fight that people overlook, that fight that the fighter overlooks, that fight that everyone justifies, even thinks that's an easy fight, they end up losing. You know, look what happened to Roy Jones. Look what happened to Muhammad Ali. Look what happened to fucking Mike Tyson. Okay? History has a tendency of repeating itself, and the shit's gonna happen. You know? I hope it doesn't happen, but you have to really dissect the stylistic portion of the fight. Andre Berto is quick, he's fast, and he's explosive. Andre Berto has problems with people roughing him up. You know, people just roughing him up, walking him through, and just having that unorthodox street fight mentality. That's what happened to Soto Carras. Walked him down and just roughed him up. That's what happened to Robert Gross Guerrero. Robert Gross Guerrero is not an easy fight. Look what happened to Robert Gross Guerrero against Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman couldn't back the fucking guy up. That guy kept coming forward. He's that type of style fighter is going to give anyone problems. Victor Ortiz as well. Not when Victor Ortiz lost to fucking Callaso. He was already washed up then. But Victor Ortiz, at the time when Victor Ortiz was fighting, he was a young, hungry fighter. And if you watch that fight, that was a tough fight for Andre Berto. Andre Berto could have won that fight, but he got overzealous. And if he would have just backed up and boxed him, it would have been good. He would have been good. He could have easily won that fight, but there was just that one knockdown that it was a hell of a fight. So if you didn't watch that fight, you definitely, you know, that's probably, I would say, that falls in my top 20, top 10 fights of best fights of all time. Andre Berto versus Victor Ortiz. That was a fucking hell of a fight. You know, that was just like Victor Ortiz versus Marcus Maidana. That was a hell of a fight, but Victor Ortiz gave up. You know, he gave up on that fight. But anyways, stylistically, I think Mayweather doesn't have the power to knock out Andre Berto, unless he pays off Andre Berto. But Mayweather definitely doesn't have the power to knock out Andre Berto. Andre Berto did not get knocked out by Soto Carras. He didn't get knocked out by Robert Gross Guerrero. He definitely didn't get knocked out by Victor Ortiz. He has a chin. He's not going to get knocked out. So that's bottom line. Mayweather's not going to walk him down. Mayweather's not going to rough him up. Mayweather's not going to do that. Mayweather's going to box him. That's a possibility. But I mean, that's exactly what's going to happen. But at the end of the day, you know, I hate to say it, but Andre Berto's faster than Marcus Maidana. You know, Andre Berto's faster than Victor Ortiz. He's faster than the Robert Gross Guerrero. He's faster than Canelo Alvarez, even though Canelo Alvarez is explosive and stuff. But when I'm talking about speed, I'm talking about jab, I'm talking about boxing ability. Andre Berto's faster. You know, I don't think Andre Berto just needs to let some hands go. The only thing with Andre Berto is that I doubt is his fucking endurance. You know, he gets really winded. He gets really winded easy, and he gets really tired easy. And I think that's where Mayweather's going to take it to the scorecards and win. But like I said, history has a tendency to repeat himself. But I'm going to watch the fight. This Kenneth SBM Boxing. Let me know what you guys think. If this is a bogus fight, you think at the last minute they're going to call it out, but call it off, and then it's going to be a mysterious opponent. Amir Khan might be coming out the woods and shit like that. But I'm a little shocked. But it is what it is. Amir Khan put on a great performance. I wanted to see Amir Khan versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. That's it. You know, Amir Khan looked good against Evan Alexander. Amir Khan looked good against Chris Algieri. Chris Algieri did put on a great performance, and you know, it is what it is. That fight didn't happen. Arizlandi Lara put on a good performance. I would have, even though I was against it, I would have liked to see Kell Brook versus Mayweather rather than fucking Andre Berto. One-time Keith Thurman, Timothy Bradley, like George the Boxing Genius. Anybody besides Andre Berto right now. You know, I would rather see fucking Danny Garcia than Andre Berto. You can't justify Andre Berto. But anyways, guys, this is Kenneth, SBM Boxing. Firm request, subscribe. I'm actually pulling up the work. Firm request, subscribe. Have a good one.